Hey everybody, Colin here on day 119 of our journey to build a $1 million software company. And this was a bit of a short week, but I got one very important task done. Let's dig into it. To recap my strategy right now, I am going to have a product hunt launch in a couple weeks for Snaptro. And that's the app I built that basically lets you create a 60-second video introduction of yourself and share your links to what you're working on, kind of like Linktree. So my plan for that is to do a product hunt launch, get some attention, get some feedback, start getting some conversations going, and use that to jumpstart some momentum here. So before I do that launch, I really want to make sure that all the marketing for Snaptro as well as New Teammate are pretty locked and loaded in terms of selling the story and the value that I'm trying to put forth. Things are going to change from there. We're going to have to adapt and move, but I really want to put my best foot forward at the time when I'm going to have the most hits to the site. The big task I got this week was replacing the New Teammate homepage. I had kind of some stock photos of people, and I've replaced that with actual actors that I've hired a couple months ago to do some videos for me, and then also to create a demo video for New Teammate to really sell that whole story and explain how that value is supposed to work. Okay, so here's the New Teammate homepage. So I've taken off the kind of stock image I had earlier, and now I've got an actual video of somebody doing a video introduction that explains kind of how the site goes. And the biggest thing is I've got a demo ready for people to watch. So New Teammate is all about bringing somebody into your team, a new hire, new employee, and giving them an onboarding experience that just blows them away. So it gets them to meet everybody they're going to work with, gets them really excited to start their job. I think the best way to explain that really is a video that just cuts through the main user experience points so that you can see exactly how this is going to work. So we've got this video here, opens up in a modal and autoplays, and it's just kind of a music-driven video that explains throughout the whole process how this goes, and I'll link to this in the bottom. I'd love to get some feedback from you guys on how this is selling the value, but I also wanted to show you how I made it. I've done a ton of demo videos for products that I've made over the years. A lot of times what I've done in the past is I've just walked through the actual user interface process and try to zoom in and make good cuts that show the story. This time I decided I started working with Adobe Premiere, and I was having a beast of a time making it happen. But then I got this idea, why shouldn't I use my user interface skills to create the demo instead of trying to do all these animations in Adobe Premiere, which is not my forte. And so I created this page that's really just an internal page for me to work on, where I can actually execute a demo and interact with it a little bit. So I put some elements on the screen here, and then I'm going to have like a screen recording of what I'm doing. So I've got the clicks that I'm taking, and I've got typing where I say something like, please sign and return the offer letter, blah, blah, blah. And I can really just walk somebody through how this product is meant to work, and then use Adobe Premiere to kind of splice it all together. And I think this worked really well, because I mean, the way I was able to do this is show elements of the real UI, which I have not built, but I've prototyped up and mocked up, but also show kind of pseudo UI. So basically not constraining myself to the actual interface that the app's going to be, but instead using the best storytelling device that makes sense to sell the value of the product. So I use Storyblocks to try to find some music. I really liked them for their stock video, stock audio, and sound effects and everything like that. But I have to say, for me right now, it's pretty expensive. It's $65 on a monthly plan for unlimited access to this stuff. But I'm only needing like one song for this demo. So I went to Pixabay and I gave it a shot here under music, and I was able to find some pretty good stuff. So it was more hunting, but it was free for commercial use, which is exactly what I needed. We're good to go there. I want to thank my 4 actors so much for helping me through this. They've given me real life videos to work with, and I think it's really helping convey the idea. I'm using here on newteammate.com, I'm using it on the homepage, I'm using them in the video on Snaptro, I'm using them here for each different kind of niche that I'm targeting, I'm using their videos, different videos here. I just want to say thanks. So first of all, to Caleb Miller, thank you so much. He's running the Courageous Corner YouTube channel. You might want to check him out. A big thanks to Mary Caitlin Deffely for her video. And another big thanks to Jen Mitchell, who runs Solace Divorce Mediation. And I want to thank Pooja Mohinder for putting all these actors together and making this happen. She's got an amazing web series called Gita's Guide to Moving On. It's really funny, it's heartwarming, it's just a really beautiful piece. So thank you to you guys. I really appreciate your work. Okay, so that's really it this week. Pretty short week. Next week, we're really gonna kick it back into high gear and get this thing ready for the product hunt launch. Can't wait for that. I will see you guys next week.